Do you know that 1 in 3 women will be abused in their lifetime?
That's a heartbreaking number, but Good Day anchor Tashani Whitlow spoke with a woman who appeared to have it all, but was keeping a secret. Tashani, you have more on this.
Yeah, so this woman, right, she's a doctor. She had a successful practice. Her story is a reminder that abuse has no face, race, or economic background.
No one would ever know because I had my practice. I had this booming practice in the suburbs of Chicago, yet I was living this paralyzing fear.
For 16 months, Dr. Neeta Bhushan said her then husband was abusing her behind closed doors.
I had this beautiful big home in Chicago that I worked so hard to attain, and I was married. I was looking in the mirror and I'm seeing myself distraught. I am mentally scared, physically broken, and emotionally just distraught. And spiritually, I was dead because I had been living this lie.
On December 31st, 2011, and what she calls her awakening, she left.
Packed everything I could, left in my car, which would literally be my little sanctuary for the next couple of weeks.
According to the CDC, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men are abused by an intimate partner.
When it was my turn to go in front of the judge, and she looked at literally the pages and the instances of abuse, she said, "Why did you wait so long?" And I teared up, I broke down, and I said, "Well, because we're Asian and we don't get divorced."
And there's stigma.
Fear of what people would think. Would people judge me? Would people think that I was this broken girl who had lost her mom, her dad, and her brother? And all she wanted to do was experience love and to honestly recreate that family that she had lost.
Domestic violence looks different, but experts say it always involves power and control. Here are some signs to recognize if you or a loved one is in an abusive relationship. If your partner is preventing you from making your own decisions, pressuring you to have sex, keeping you away from friends and family, and physical violence. Dr. Bhushan says, number 1, don't ignore the signs.
For anybody who suspects that their loved one is in a toxic or abusive relationship, you want to be able to plant seeds. Remind your loved one how much you care about them, because when they are ready, you might be their first plan of who they reach out to.
Number 2, create outings.
A lot of times they're living in this deep, dark secret that they don't want anybody to know.
And number 3,
you want to be patient. And patient and loving is the very best thing that you can do for somebody that's going through such a confusing and challenging time.
Now, Dr. Bhushan is now remarried with 2 beautiful children. Her latest book, That Sucked, Now What, aims to help women gain the confidence to leave an abusive relationship. That book will be released next year.
Not an easy thing to do.
Especially when you're in it, you can't even see that you're in it. And people can tell you as much as you're allowed to hear it, but it's difficult.
Plus, when you're in it and you know you got to get out of it, where do you go?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she discussed in
Yeah.
that story as well. Heartbreaking story as well as heartbreaking statistics. But it's not just October. We should be bringing awareness to this, right? Because abuse is happening every single day.
Right.
Absolutely.